George,
You're right.
I wonder, how old do you think the chapel is?
I'm guessing the exterior's a couple of 100 years old, but the inside? Who knows? Some parts could be much older.
You think somehow this chapel might be connected to the face in the rock?
At a guess, I would say so. Hey, look! It's Pearl and Dwayne.
Come on, honey bun. Things ain't that bad.
You just don't understand. Today's been a disaster.
But
The monastery was closed. We got stuck in the cable car. And now this place is a building site.
aw, sweetie pie.
This was supposed to be, but the only spirit I see is that rotten turpentine over there.
Aw, heck.
Clearly, the Hendersons weren't having a great vacation. Great to see you again, Mr. Henderson.
Great to see you too, George. Great work.
Is Pearl okay?
I wish. I'm afraid we're having one of those days where everything goes wrong.
What have you...
Well, but we can't talk about that. You
I do?
Why?
tops.
Need to know. Dwayne is,
Don't
No way, honey. A snoozer's at least 2 pay grades up from a sleeper. Anyway, I don't believe I've had...
Nico Collard.
Well, no one...
Guys, no,
It's lovely. George,
Oh, call me. Everything you've heard is quite possibly true.
Dwayne was loud, large. Is there anything...
She's been and Santa Cova Chapel here was the cherry on the cake. Not a thing. She's Santa Cova's
So what brings...
Pearl's idea from the get-go. Ever since the unfortunate car accident, got to have penance.
Well, I'm sure this place will be...
if the chapel is not what she expected, how about the monastery?
Hot dog, no. That place is for tourists, not pilgrims.
You said she expected a spiritual experience?
Well, that's what the brochure promised. Pilgrimages, little monk fellas, singing, shafts of light, the whole shebang.
Smells, bells, and heavenly lights.
Yeah, that's what the lady wants. Oh, excuse... There.
Pearl could be a mile... if we could just... But Pearl... I needed something more... It was a selection of tools. It looked like a huge... I had absolute... It was a spectacular... A fire extinguisher with all these lighted... A A fire extinguisher. The scaf... Everything rattled. It made a surprise... The scaff... Everything rattled. It made a surprisingly dulcet... The scaff... Everything rattled. It produced a... It produced a... My mother always said... It was a stone... An empty... A statue of the Madonna and Child watched over the chapel. A modern plaster altar had been built... That was almost a... It was an... It was a half-empty... That... I lit the candles on the candelabra. It produced a dull... The hammer produced... B, if I...
What are you up?
Look! Wrong. That did... It was rickety... G. That sound... A. A. B. B. Well, That was fun. The hammer produced G. Not a pleasant sound. Well, that would be. It was rickety scaffold. The view over the valley was spectacular. Nope, I need. The hammer produced. Wrong. G. B. A. Well, I poured the turpentine into the paint can. The hammer produced G, F sharp, A. No, that wasn't quite right. G, F sharp, G. B, A, G. I had it. It was the tune Dwayne was humming.
George, that's Ave Maria. Let me have a go.
Wow, you really nailed that, Nico.
Yep, this. Leave this to me.
Pearl. Shh. Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, George.
Hey, that tune you...
Oh, it's Schubert's Ave Maria. In our courting days, me and Pearl used to hang out with the Campanology Society. It was Pearl's favorite.
How you holding up?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. Pearl on... She's still pretty upset. Wait, is that Ave Maria? Pearl's favorite.
What can you...
Well, Pearl, she knows everything.
Did you see the black...
Oh, you betcha. Though Pearl's in too much... Oh, excuse me, yeah. There.
Nico? So, what did you...
I'm talking about.
Oh, I see. Smells, bells, and heavenly lights. Any idea how old the chapel is?
That's what I asked you.
So,
That's the long.
I found a statue over there.
Great. What did you find out? Well,
Poor Pearl.
she's in quite a state. If we're going to find the tabula, her knowledge is key.
So, all our...
I've been.
Got any ideas for...
Have you found any incense? Church smells don't get much more authentic than incense.
How come your Ave Maria sounds so much...
Catholic upbringing.
I sprayed the shave. Delightful. That was... The wall here, it looked like the chap. It was a beauty. That wouldn't... Decorating the candelabra with yarn. That... There was a recess in the wall with a Latin word carved above it. Puritas, purity. I'd seen that word before somewhere. That was... I need... The Black Madonna was... They didn't go... It... We couldn't leave... That wouldn't work. That wouldn't... The view... I put the scented shavings in the mug. I rested the side mirror precariously on the candelabra. I lit the scented shavings. A sweet aroma started to fill the room. I rested the... I secured the mirror in place with some yarn.
That should do that.
Now that was something. The waves of spiritual goodness in candle form.
pumpkin. Oh my.
What?
The sound of angels, the lights of heaven, the smell of piety, and
Yes?
the Madonna, I do believe. Tears. She's crying, Dwayne. The Madonna's crying. Son, little Timmy. Wrong side of the... Forgive me, poor Timmy.
Oh, Pearl, my...
Well, I feel my soul's floating on air. We can get on with our pilgrimage, Dwayne.
Just another 1,000 clicks to go.
Pearl was back to her usual cheery self. Mrs. Henderson,
George.
how you feeling?
Oh, I have just seen a...
I'm sure it is, Miss. So, Pearl.
Well, George,
Oh, really? Well, what kind of journey?
a spiritual one. A journey along the road to and...
Wow. And
It is. Though Santa...
what's so special?
It's an ancient and very holy place. I've spent the last year researching it, and I can truly say there is nothing I do not know about it.
I don't suppose you'd know anything about that rock out there?
No, only that for 1,000 years, people have claimed to see a face in its shapes.
Still, keeping busy, Dwayne?
Like the man said, George, that old kaleidoscope keeps getting shaken, and the pieces are ever in flux.
Guess it's your job to pick 'em up, huh?
Well, somebody has to do it, compadre.
I enjoyed talking to Dwayne, but I was rarely any the wiser afterwards. What can you tell me about the statue?
I read that the Black Madonna has been here since the 9th century. She's called the Virgin of Montserrat. But
We sure...
What can you tell me about...
well, dear, they call it the Chapel of the Holy Grotto. It was built directly into the mountain itself in 1696. It survived the Napoleon, but the chapel is...
Or arrest.
What was that?
Yes. Pearl de...
Oh, nothing, dear.
What?
You know, the Dominicans. All those Gnostic saints. Doubting Thomas, Judas, and you see the woman in the red cloak? The infamous Mary Magdalene herself.
A lady in red.
That's enough now, Dwayne.
Pearl knew her Gnostic onions.
Then there's the...
Something special about...
Well, if I remember right, back in the 30s and 40s, the chapel was renovated. The workmen uncovered. Amongst them was a fine Ouroboros.
But that's amazing.
Oh, it's not there now.
Oh.
It was considered, sweetheart, the road to enlightenment.
'Tis the...
It was so... And meet your...
We're not.
Take this radio, Nico. Keep an eye...
Poor little love.
I'm not...
Don't worry, this little lamb's in safe hands. Bon voyage.
Bye-bye, dear.
See ya. Nico, don't even start.
Little lamb?
Okay.
You're right.
I hoped this was... Hey, Nico, I found the Ouroboros.
So what now?
Pearl was right. The plaster had covered an Ouroboros. I pushed the Ouroboros. The medallion matched the Ouroboros in the wall. The medallion... That what? That would... The scent of it... Divine. That was... What was that noise? I knew it. Another secret passageway.
Amazing, Charles. How did you do it?
Just another case of... It looks a little dark in there.
Are you scared, Charles?
Of course not. Just worried about you tripping, that's all. Whoa, this is one dark cave. Well, I'm sure the door will open again if... Now we panic. Help! I gotta say, Nico, you're pretty calm about this.
Traveling with you, George? If I panic, then...
You're right. You see if you can get... Dark, evil-smelling cave. Fumbling around in the dark, but heck, I'd spend...